Hello creatives, welcome to the daily pick a card and birthday reading for September 11th. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a King of Clubs. If you were born before sunrise, you are yesterday's card, which was an Ace of Diamonds. So the way this works is I read each card individually. Then all together for the collective, we're going to talk about the energy of today, the chart of today, the King of Clubs, and what we might be bumping up into for high vibe or low vibe. Then we're going to wish the King of Clubs a very happy birthday. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you help yourself in your manifesting abilities by raising your vibration, where you're being invited in to do exactly that. So at the end of the day, you can feel good about yourself, and that beautiful energy, that positivity can be channeled back into your manifesting. Beautiful. All right, let's look at card number 1. We've got the King of Spades. So we are already in a high vibe king kind of day. So we're going to have to embrace some maturity and some groundedness and hopefully enter this day with the abilities that a king would need to have, operating through grace and respect and overcoming any beliefs about yourself that are limiting today, any limitations that you find yourself having, to just accept it and to realize that, you can't be everything to everybody. So you got to let some things go. Some expectations are just not serving you. And yeah, kingly day. So, and it's black kings. So we are looking at that Saturn energy. And don't forget that we are still in that second decan of Virgo that is sub-ruled by Saturn. So we've got Saturn, which brings in the sevens of that major arcana tower moment. So, it's a little rough and ready. They come through kind of blunt and in your face, undeniable, kind of get like hit with a ton of bricks. But it's okay. We've also got the black 8 Rahu energy. So we can expect to ride it like a champ in a rodeo and be in full control and headed for success if we are conducting ourselves with the maturity and the groundedness that we are being asked to do. A real adulting kind of day. And then you've got the 9 energy, that K2 energy, and in the major arcana, we're looking at the Hermit energy. So that's the energy of the day as well as this card. So you've got some big goings on to deal with today. But you are being completely and solidly guided while you're doing this. The King of Spades is you really understanding your connectivity to spirit and what that feels like, how everything makes sense, that everything's for some lesson of figuring out you at your core. It's all about you. It's all about who we are at our core so that we can grow and become something better, something more capable, something that can give back. And doing it with grace and inner peace and understanding. It's just really beautiful, hard energy. It's learned through crisis and having to let go of something that you may not want to let go of, and not being able to wrap your brain around it. But it comes, and when you give into it, basically, is when everything turns around and you see the benefits. You see how letting go, deconstructing, complete destruction really allows something much better, much more suited through. Okay, card number 2. I'm a little afraid to turn it over. The Jack of Clubs. So, Jack energy, this is fast paced. We are looking at intellectual pursuits. So, this is how you gather knowledge, what you do with knowledge, putting that knowledge to good use. Fast paced energy, all fleeting. You might be juggling balls today, not knowing, it's going to be 5 o'clock before you even realize you've missed lunch. It's that kind of energy. You just can't absorb enough. It's so fluid, so much of an abundance, so many opportunities that you're going to definitely want to keep a journal, a bulletin board. Just put everything that comes to you on it or write it down and allow it to just guide you through the day. This is energy that can come to you in any which way. It's Uranus energy. And let's not forget that in the King of Clubs chart, the King of Spades is in the Uranus position. It's there in the chart. So we are doubling down on this creativity, this looking at something from a different point of view. Uranus is thinking outside the box. It can be a little chaotic and in crisis to make these changes and have these acknowledgments come through. And they're going to be about us, about you. If you chose this card especially, you are in for some pretty big revelations about who you are. That Ace of Clubs is original ideas. It's originality. It's you really coming up with a new way of doing the do. Seeing how that connection can be beautifully implemented. And then implementing it. Doesn't get much better than a Jack of Clubs, because you're going to be way advanced at the end of the day, and you're going to feel so inventive and creative and strong. It encompasses the dark clubs, the black clubs. So we're looking at the sun, the self, that's you, the moon energy, the emperor, all that strength and stability and knowingness of where to take it. And then plus you've got the Mars strength card. So you're figuring out by the end of the day just how you can benefit from all of this fast-paced energy. Wow. Okay, card number 3. Oh my goodness, we've got the King of Clubs on the King of Clubs day. Okay, wow. So that just got more real for all of us, and especially if you chose this card today. So we are looking at this intellectual pursuit of really figuring out how and what we can let go of about who we think we are, what we think we can do, what we think we're capable of, what we have thought was right, what could we really let go of that has been holding us back, that we know it intellectually, we know it, and we've been afraid to let it go. Now, this is really about growth through crisis, but it's also being open to having that vision, that being a visionary, to see intellectually, knowing, allowing that to come through, of who you are, who we are at our core, with clarity. It's the self revelations that we are going to be receiving about how we limit ourselves, our limiting beliefs about ourselves, and how we could just be as easily saying, well, why not? Can you think of one good reason not to do it? Not to take a look? Not really. I mean, it doesn't hurt to investigate, to take a look, to see where you could let something go that isn't really serving you anyway. You know, it's that 7 Saturn energy that is meant to be burned. It's dead. It is done. It is time for it to go on the compost heap, and for you to get your hands in there and pull out something really potent and energized with exactly what you need in order to morph into a new and better version of you. Really, really stepping into those king's shoes. It's not easy, but it can be done. You know, because you've done it. We've all done it. We just have to be open to it. Okay, so let's talk about the King of Clubs energy today. And I mean, we have been, but I'm going to look at the chart and really see where we could pull the thread on all of this, because there's an abundance of Uranus energy. There's abundance of King energy. So we're going to look to the chart of the day and see what and how we've got going on here that we could use to our benefit. So really, we're going to have to get adulting for ourselves. We're really very open to releasing something that's no longer working for us and doing it with that grace and visionary abilities. The chart of the day has the Ace of Clubs on the Pluto King position. So that Ace of Clubs is that originality, that epiphany of some new, beautiful enterprise that we can really grasp the energies of and have that be the catalyst for changing our perspective, right? It's mood lifting. And it is, again, being that visionary. Okay, now I'm going to go to the birthday because I think now is a very good time. We'll talk more about the chart and how that Ace of Clubs can also be, most likely, the King of Clubs catch-22, which is the energy of the day. So it could be your catch-22 as well. So let's take a look and see what we get for the Creativity Oracle and where you are being invited to take a look. This is for you, King of Clubs. Let's see. Capable. You can deal successfully with whatever challenges and circumstances arise. Well, that's a green light. I love hearing that for you. This is beautiful. So, any limiting beliefs you have about not being capable, right? That is where you want to go with this card. This is where you are being invited to explore so that you can have those tiny or big successes and really embrace the challenges and the circumstances and just watch yourself flourish with it. And every time that you find out you are capable, you're going to raise that vibration and you are going to feel so good about who you are, who you're becoming. That's the energy you're going to draw from with this manifesting. It's brilliant, really. All right, beautiful. Okay, let's see what you get for the spirit and nature, and then we'll really talk about your catch-22 and where you might look to finding this capability. 9 of Spades. So this goes right back to the King of Spades, which is sitting on your Uranus. So getting creative about letting that baggage go. I mean, that is really your test. And it really, really speaks to the chart of the 10 of Clubs. So we really all should listen to this because it is the energy that we're going to bump into today with it. So the 9 of Spades. Okay, this is like major garbage dumping. This is what the kings are here to do, especially how they encompass these 7, 8s, and 9s. So let's take a look at that. We've got the 7s. That's that Saturn energy being sub-ruled by Saturn. You are here to really ground into your Saturn, which luckily for you is the 6 of Spades. So it's you really embracing, knowing it's for your own good to do the best for you, what you need at your core self for your healthiest well-being, mentally and physically. The more that you can do that, the better. How do you do that? By letting shit go. Timely, needing to be hard. Sometimes it's like ripping it out of your cold, dead hands. But you have to do it because look to your ecliptic path. That's that 8 of Diamonds. Beautiful card for you to get and to be here on that path of discovering exactly that, your self-worth. You balanced in knowing who you are as concrete as you could possibly get it. That 8 of Diamonds. Rahu energy, you're going to come into your Rahu by around the age of 42. So if you're building up to that or you're on the other side of it, it is beautiful energy for you because it's the Queen of Hearts. And this is you taking care of yourself with loving kindness, the nature and nurture that you need to have in order to really, really do that 6 of Spades respectfully, rightly, in the right direction, doing the right thing at the right time, behaving as a king. Oh, and where does that Queen of Hearts lead you back to? That Queen energy back to the Neptune position. That's the 3 of Hearts. It's not easy. It's you in understanding how much you really, really have to turn over emotionally in order to do the job that you're here to do. Now you've got the Jack of Diamonds on your Sun position. So this is you really more or less having to sell it to yourself, right? You believing the value that you are gleaming, that you're recognizing, you're realizing with that Eight of Diamonds. Every time you do that, you become more capable. You're taking leaps and bounds, and it all starts with letting go of shit, letting go of the dark stuff that's not working. Throw it in the compost, stir it up, sit back, let it get good and goopy, and think about it. Deep, visionary thinking. That is who you are at your core. Use that Ace of Clubs in that direction, and that catch-22 will start working for you. That Ace of Clubs is letting go and realizing every time you can let crap go, it is a beautiful seed of self-realization in that you become a more original you, who you are, not any influence out there enticing you to become more this, more that. No, it's your job to understand that that Eight of Diamonds on your ecliptic, that Six of Spades on your Saturn, the King of Spades on your Uranus is all about getting creative and stable at the same time, and then believing it, realizing how to believe it, and really have it become who you are. Whew. All right. Wow. Okay, everyone. Happy birthday, King of Clubs. Carpe diem, everyone. Whew. We are all on our journeys creatively, so let's do it with kindness and curiosity. Happy creating. I completely forgot to do the Wishcraft card. This was so big. All right. Hope jar. I am full of hope and I take action. I love it. All right. You take that action and you are going places this year. So capable. Love it. All right. Thank you for watching.